to do this first. A daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Santa, your host. Today we're continuing with our Finish Strong micro series. And for the past couple of podcast episodes, we've been talking about cultivating your audience, finding out who your audience is, and tapping into the power of personas and segmentation. So today we're going to double down on those areas. Truly understanding your audience is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. The foundation of effective marketing lies in setting clear objectives that directly correspond to key performance indicators, KPIs, for each segment of your audience. So you can't paint them with broad brushstrokes. You have to be very specific and intentional. Today we're finishing strong by exploring how to define objectives and deliverables tailored to distinct audience segments, to address typically overlooked segments as well, and emphasize the importance of creating personas and targeted marketing campaigns. And we touched a little bit on that in our previous podcast episodes. Lastly, we'll discuss strategies for businesses that are newly established and may lack clarity on who their audience truly is. Yesterday, we delved into audience segmentation by identifying different demographics and ways to segment those targeted demographics. Now you want to set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. What action or actions are you wanting from segment A? Just throwing out segment A. Segment A for the drill, for this purpose today, is the 25 to 40-year-old males who like your posts, sometimes comment, and have ordered from your website in the past. You segmented them into the golfers group because they all play golf. What is it that you want them to do? Maybe you want them to buy more consistently from your online store. Maybe you have some new golf shirts they should buy. Maybe you want them to attend an event that you're sponsoring, or maybe you just want them to engage more. Each intended action that you want your segmented audience or customers to take is an objective, and as such, it should have corresponding KPIs to measure success. KPIs are quantifiable measures of performance over time for a specific action or objective. For the objective of increasing website traffic, relevant KPIs could include something like the number of visits from specific social media platforms. See which one of those platforms is bringing people to your site and which ones are not. Bounce rate for different audience segments. Who's leaving your site and who is staying longer? Average session duration for your segmented group. Google Analytics is great and free. If you have a website, you should sign up. Now that you've segmented your audience and have an objective or you have goals for each segment, the goals are the actions that you want your groups to take. So just kind of keep that in mind. These are the actions that you want them to take. You can start defining projects and their deliverables tailored to each audience segment, critical for achieving your objectives. The deliverables are the things you're going to do to impel your audience to take the desired action or actions, or in other words, the objectives. One way to impel an action is through content creation. Deliverables may include blog posts, social media campaigns, ebooks, webinars tailored to your segmented audience's interests and preferences. For instance, if targeting, let's say, young adults that like tech, deliverables could include instructional videos or using new technology, letting them take a test run on some new quirky gadget. Designing campaigns that cater to the different segments is hugely important. For example, a promotion targeting budget-conscious students might involve discounts on popular products, while a campaign for high-income professionals could focus on premium offerings or even freemium. Feedback is really important as well. You have to learn to integrate feedback loops into your deliverables. Utilize surveys, we talked about this before, and social media polls to gather insights and assess the effectiveness of your initiatives. This data can then be used to refine your strategies continually. Also, recognizing overlooked segments can be a huge win and make a big difference. In the pursuit of meeting the needs of larger or more vocal segments, many brands inadvertently overlook smaller or less apparent audience segments. The niche markets, and we talked about niches. Brands often ignore niche markets that may present less immediate value compared to larger segments, and this is a huge mistake. The niche market is usually very loyal. By identifying and serving those niche audiences, you can cultivate a loyal customer base willing to advocate for their products and services. And then there are the lapsed customers, previous customers who have stopped engaging or purchasing and often go unrecognized. Targeting those customers with tailored re-engagement campaigns can drive significant returns. They stop buying or engaging with your brand doesn't mean they've stopped forever. Look at this as a learning opportunity and find ways to win them back. And then the behavioral segments. Overlooking segments based on specific behaviors, such as brand switchers or seasonal buyers, can also prove detrimental. These groups demonstrate unique patterns that, if understood, if you unscramble it, decipher the code, can provide avenues for improvement and retention and more profit centers for you. I want to double down once again on personas. Creating customer personas is a powerful tool, and it can help you get the most benefit from your audience segmentation efforts. A persona is a semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer, crafted using data and research. Don't forget the data and research. Without it, you're just wishful thinking. Strategies for new businesses that might be lacking audience clarity. If you're starting out and struggling to identify who your audience truly is, here are some strategies that can help. Number one, competitor analysis. We talked about this before. Creating a competitor list and monitoring the brands across various platforms can provide invaluable insights. Pay attention to competitors' audience engagements, their promotional strategies and responses. Social listening. Utilize it as a tool to capture customer sentiments, trends, and discussions about brands similar to yours. This can reveal what audiences appreciate or critique within your niche. Another thing you can do is engage with reviews and comments, and we've talked about this before. Monitor reviews and comments for both your brand and competitors. Engaging with customers in these forums can provide insights into customer needs and preferences. Identify engagement patterns. Scrutinizing who engages with competitors and looking at their demographics, their psychographics, their behaviors, you might uncover patterns indicative of interest segments for your own brand. Understanding your audience and setting actionable key point indicators, measured objectives, is essential for effective marketing. By meticulously defining each project's deliverables, like what you're going to do in order to impel an action in your segmented audiences, you can ensure that your efforts resonate in a meaningful way. Identifying and targeting overlooked segments can unearth beneficial opportunities for growth and help you curate a loyal customer base. Remember, consistency is key. The more diligent you are in understanding and addressing the needs of different audience segments, the more successful you'll be in earning customer loyalty and securing market success. Finally, for businesses that are newly established, analyzing competitors and leveraging social listening can provide clarity on audience dynamics, enabling a robust foundation for future growth. Audience insights can dictate a brand's success. Making informed, data driven decisions is paramount. Tomorrow's episode will be solely dedicated to the free tools you can leverage to make all the things that we've discussed in these past couple of audience segmentation and branding episodes happen for you. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog, dothisfirst.life. And while you're there, you can also sign up for my weekly newsletter. I delve very deeply into neurosciences, brain health, and the latest technology and emerging research on personal and professional development. And while you're on my website, you can also listen to all my podcast episodes. And you can also listen to them on YouTube. And my handle there is at Do This First. Tomorrow we'll continue with our micro series, Finish Strong. And just for the record, we are officially 61 days away from the end of 2024. Till tomorrow.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, oh, past the color blue. I see power in you. Past where they're down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in